With this series, I talk about my dreams and then I give some analysis of them in my own life. And this isn't a very official thing. I have read some about dream interpretation from different schools, but I'm certainly not like an actual dream analyst. So I'm also curious to hear what other people think about this dream. So in the dream, I go back to my childhood home, and there's this little cardboard house in my room, and a big snake comes out of it, and the snake seems kind of malnourished and potentially a little bit aggressive, so it's kind of trying to bite me, but it's not really going after me, it's just scared. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with the snake, and I decide that I will just take it outside and let it live its own life in like a more natural fashion. I'm not going to try to save it or feed it or anything. I'm just going to go let it be. And so I have it follow me out through the kitchen to our patio, and then my dad is there and my cat is there, and he's of course very freaked out. And I want the snake and my cat to feel safe around each other, so I start to hum and sing in a comforting way to try to communicate to the animals to be safe. Kind of I put my hands on them, and so eventually the snake puts its head on the cat's back in a safe, reassuring way. And the first part of that, I would interpret that as, so I've read that dream images, they're not like our linear mind in that they will condense, and that means that one symbol, one image in a dream can represent multiple things in our lives in different ways. So the snake can be seen as something I experienced from other people and from myself, and that I would describe as the part of human nature which is kind of dangerous and can be aggressive and defensive, but that is not because it's evil or malevolent, but because it is hungry and afraid. And so in my own life, I see that with parts of myself which are unnecessarily aggressive or defensive because they're afraid of emotional hurt or physical hurt. And I also see it, I work at a psychiatric hospital, so I see this a tremendous deal in patients who are verbally and sometimes physically violent. But it comes with understanding that they're doing this from a place of severe fear and hurt, and that I can come in and with a strong, loving presence, I can calm them down and return them back to a safe place. And so this, of course, also relates to the idea of the shadow, Carl Jung. And the shadow is the part of ourselves which we push away from our conscious awareness because it is unacceptable, dangerous, and at the same time it's powerful and strong and contains qualities that we need in our lives. So I think that the snake is a great mapping of my own shadow aspect, which is aggressive, dangerous, unacceptable, uncomfortable, at the same time powerful. And so the work then that I did, this sacred humming and singing I did to calm the snake down, is the work of integrating the shadow, which is what I would consider to be a very core piece of psychological self-healing. It is bringing those parts of ourselves which we might push away, creating a safe space for them, at the same time not just haphazardly welcoming them into ourselves, because in the dream the snake was trying to bite me, so it takes some care because these pieces are legitimately dangerous and can be legitimately destructive. So that work I did of bringing the snake and the cat together into a place of peace is the work of integrating the shadow, where you create a strong energy of safety for that shadow aspect, at the same time still being careful, and then you welcome it into your own internal dynamics.